Go.
Okay, so I'm going to call to order the meeting of the Norwich Tennis Committee. First thing I have to ask, is there any citizen comments, any other citizens involved and or viewing, or has anybody had any contact with the general public? Apparently not. Okay. Our old business, we need to approve the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to look at them? Okay. I wanted to make one change, Martha.
Yep.
In the new business, we're talk about the Hartrue tennis courts. There's a statement there about the maintenance. And I think we got confused. The equipment says including a magnet to clean metals from the surface and a sweeper. I think that was for the artificial grass.
Yeah, we talked about that with the turf.
Yeah,
Okay,
So-
so
I would just eliminate the clean the metals from the surface
including get rid of including a magnet.
and the sweeper. Yeah.
We don't have to sweep the lines and keep them moist.
We do need that, but the
So-
cleaning the metals and the sweeper's a line sweeper type thing. That, I mean, we can include that if you want, but I think the sweeper and the metals thing was for the artificial
Okay,
grass.
I think we talked
right.
about that when we talked about grooming turf.
I'm so-
described
I'm
what
sorry,
we
what?
do at NFA with our turf, and that's basically run a magnet over and
Right.
sweep.
Right. We got the two courts confused, I think.
I did. Okay, so I will get rid of everything after sweeping the lines
Excellent.
from and equipment to the end of that sentence.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
sorry
perfect.
about that.
Not a problem. Anybody else have any other things that they see that they want to change or include?
Nope, looks good.
Make a motion to accept the minutes as altered.
A second.
All those approved.
Who's the second? Did someone?
Roy.
Roy did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All against? None. Okay. We'll accept those minutes as altered. All right, so we can go back to kind of talking what we were just talking about before you came in, Roy. We're talking a little bit about some fundraising things. Do you want to go back over that, Martha? Or do you want me to go over it?
I can review. We talked a little bit about what had come in and the Dime Bank has decided they're not going to give to us this year. Fred was in touch with George Ulrich and he is getting in touch with the New England chapter of the New England Tennis Association and the New England chapter of the New England Tennis Association. So we'll be on their lists. The Norwich Times has been in touch. We declined to do an article until after the city council vote this evening. And they're voting this evening because of, I believe it's a 3 million short in the budget from the state.
3.5.
And actually in the budget, the capital improvements for recreation department have been cut also. So it's kind of put a little bit of a stop to what we're planning to do. But after the budget passes, we'll be in touch with the Norwich Times to do an article that will help us to fundraise.
And I think that brings us up to where we were just kind of generally discussing before you came in,
I
Roy.
apologize for being late, guys.
Not a problem. At least you remembered. Mr. Zinnerman didn't remember. What else we got? Some more action items, old business. Have we raised anything extra since we talked last time? Cheryl, do you know?
We had just Core Plus Credit Union, but I think we knew that last time. They gave 1,000.
Right.
And then Martha, your donation came in. And then a $50 from a woman named Karen. I can't find the spreadsheet, but someone gave a personal donation and that's been it.
Okay.
So what's our total now?
I'm trying to find the spreadsheet, but I can't. It's in the tennis document on the server, on the Google Doc. It's all in
Yep.
there.
Okay,
We can look at that for the minutes and I'll make sure it adds up, Martha.
okay.
But I added everything to that document.
So that would be our budget update.
I have very little to add as far as the fundraising efforts go. I talked to a couple people who have said that they would send some money in, but if that's all you see, Cheryl, I guess that hasn't happened yet.
And Bacchus is still considering us, right?
So Genevieve got back to me. She is the person to go to, and I had to submit it through this forum. And that was just on Thursday, so hopefully, I do know that and Genevieve also brought this up to me, they gave money to build the golf disc park in Mohegan Park. So
Yep.
hopefully. And Angela Adams said we should do like, not necessarily a ribbon cutting from the chamber, but do like a groundbreaking thing to show off our sign and invite everyone from the Chamber of Commerce.
Wow.
That's a good
So she
idea.
wants to know if you guys would be up for that, or just to kind of show off our sign. Maybe Fred can explain what our mission is, and
I think that's a good idea.
Do you think
not
the people,
necessarily like a business after hours, more like just come in the morning, invite people, and they can see our sign and they can see what the tennis courts look like. Because I said we weren't really getting, we're having trouble fundraising.
that's an interesting idea. I'm curious how many people would show for that. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they did unfortunately lose a lot of members with COVID.
Did they do something like that for the disc golf? Do you know?
They did. They had a ribbon cutting. They had a ribbon cutting for them. I don't know how many people attended. I can ask her.
I'm assuming the ribbon cut, that was for when it opened, probably.
When it opened,
when
correct,
as
yes.
opposed to when it started, yeah.
Yes.
But we're not cutting a ribbon, but we're initiating a fundraising effort. Does it matter how many come? I mean, because then it goes out on their,
social media platform. She'll take a bunch of pictures. Usually like the local politicians like Kevin Ryan is usually at everything.
Yeah. Hey, Cheryl, Paul tells me he can get into the meeting. Can you let him in? Cheryl?
I can, but I don't see him asking to come in yet,
All right.
but I can let him in once he tries.
I think that's a good idea to, I don't know, we can word it some way, and it doesn't even matter who comes because it gives us publicity to all the chamber members. And isn't there usually where do I always see the pictures of their after hours things with people talking to each other? Where is that? It's in some publication. Oh, it used to be in that Norwich magazine that came in the
Yeah.
bulletin that's gone. Never mind. But they have a web page, right? And it would
They
be
do.
up on their web.
They have a pretty semi-active Facebook,
Yeah.
but they do have a website too. So
I mean, what would we have to do? Provide coffee and
maybe
donuts or
coffee,
something?
donuts, and just, who shows up, shows up. Sometimes like they're, like, I don't know if you guys know Sweet Mamas just opened
Yeah.
up around the north, and there was over 100 people that showed up to that.
What is Sweet Mama? Dare I ask?
The bakery.
Well, of course,
You
100
don't
people
dare
showed up for
ask.
that.
Hopefully,
We could
Hello,
pair,
hello.
hey, Paul,
Hey,
Sorry
Paul.
I'm late. Sorry, very sorry. Just work as a
We
bear
could-
today.
we are doing two tennis camps this summer. the free Laura Cedar ones in July. Maybe
Is
we
Chris
could wrap.
Borderlands working those? I just had a postseason evaluation with him. He told me something about him doing something with the Laura Cedar.
I think he's gonna help 1 week. I think
Yeah.
1 week. I think he was on vacation the other
Yeah,
week.
he's at the Cape most of that time, but I think he's doing 1 week.
Yes, I think so. But maybe there's some big, we can kick off tennis
Absolutely. I think
and
that's a
do
really
a
good. idea.
whole wrap,
Yeah.
just to make it sound, tennis is growing. Tennis, there's a lot of, that's huge this year. I had to increase the registrations and open up another, you get another instructor because we hit the maximum. So it's 2 free weeks of tennis and it's filling up. A lot of non-residents want in too.
If you remember, I did contact one of the people who's in charge of the Laura Cedar and, they weren't interested in participating.
That's unfortunate.
Yes,
Go ahead, Cheryl. I'm sorry.
yes, Martha, but Laura, the woman who runs the tennis, she would probably be open to this.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge if you're having, you had to hire an extra
Well-
instructor because so many people want to do it, that just,
Absolutely.
And what happens is because we don't have a facility, I rent Norwich Tech tennis courts. So maybe we somehow tie into, this is where we would play, but
wow.
So you're renting the courts? Wow.
yeah,
have a
from the
choice.
athletic director.
Well, yeah, you're running into the same thing we run into when it comes to our tennis programs.
Mhm.
We have to negotiate with Norwich Tech in order to compete, in both of our boys and girls tennis teams. 'Cause that's
Mhm.
where-
Even though your taxes paid for it.
Correct.
Don't get started on this. Paul. I can hear Paul steaming already.
Yeah, I've run into
mean-
that roadblock with the state, with the governor, with the governor's office and Norwich Tech itself. And it is very frustrating because Norwich Tech will be having cross-country meets at Mohegan Park, which we, the taxpayers, are maintaining, but we can't play on their tennis courts. It makes no sense.
For this camp, I do work out an in-kind agreement with the athletic director. So, little different than what you're referring to, Paul, but
Yeah, yeah.
If I
Yeah.
remember, NFA gave,
Tim and I work out an agreement as well, because I know he wants to play football at NFA on the turf at night for his home game, so. And previously he would want our track, because they don't have a track and they had a track team, so. It's always a means of negotiating to get to that, get the tennis courts so we can play tennis and they get what they need out of it.
because you gave them equipment when they first started too.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, it's a mutual agreement that we kind of barter back and forth with each other for
They
whatever.
don't even have a tennis team, do they? Do they have a tennis team, an actual team?
Yeah, I think I think they at least have a girls tennis.
Yeah, I
team.
think they have a girls team.
We have a community college too that doesn't have tennis courts. And how many communities have community colleges without tennis courts? Or a high school without tennis courts? It's amazing how lacking we are as a community.
Well, you won't get any argument from anybody in this committee.
And that's where our taxes go. It is frustrating. One of the things they said to me was, I think it was the principal at Norwich Tech, that they wanted to keep the courts locked because they were afraid the skateboarders were going to get in there. Well, it's a skateboard park right across the street.
Well, the kids get on and play hockey and stuff too.
Yeah, I know, kids will find a way if there's not enough other facilities for them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Okay.
appear to have lost you guys. Oh, no.
We can see you, Fred.
I can't see you. I don't know what.
Yeah, just so you guys know, I'm down to about 5% on my phone here, so if you
Jeez.
lose me, it's not intentional.
So you guys can see me, but I can't see any of you. Okay, well, it's all right.
That's all right.
All right, so we're, we don't have a lot of action items here to have to deal with. We're gonna wait on the city council, see what their decision is. I'm not looking forward to it, quite frankly. And I need to get in touch with the Norwich Times individual to talk about the fundraising efforts that where we've gotten to so far. I like this idea, Cheryl, about and Aaron, about doing the something with the Chamber of Commerce. Any ideas, any thoughts about how to go about that to try to talk up our process here? Apparently not. Okay.
Well, Erin, who's the contact? I can call Angie
Yeah, you can call Angie.
and she could invite all the people from,
Yeah, she might have you, maybe Fred. They have a big conference room there at the chamber. She might have you guys come in and like kind of see what you guys are brainstorming, what your vision is. But she thought maybe like a groundbreaking, show off our sign, our fundraising sign, and
Yeah.
just have coffee and donuts. Just get kind of the public
We
know
could,
about our mission.
we could do that at the rec, couldn't we? I mean, across the street.
Outside, yeah.
Yeah.
I think showing them the tennis courts and what kind of state they're in would be.
and I also applied for the USTA Grow the Game grant. And they're pleased to inform me that I've been selected to move forward. So we propose to run different tennis lessons this summer. And I have to spend the money by November 1st. So, in USTA fashion, you don't get any of the funding up front. You get the funding after your program ends. So we could maybe kick off. We haven't figured out what we're actually running and when with this grant funding. But maybe we kick that off with this too.
So we'd probably, if possible, would try to accomplish this earlier rather than later, right? Before everything, July, when everybody goes places.
Well, we'd have
Well-
to because the camps start are when, mid-July or August?
Mid-July, I want to say July 17th, maybe.
Yeah, well, so this would have to happen relatively quickly then, I would think.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the challenge. And I am so busy right now that I can barely run this meeting tonight.
Okay, well,
If Fred's gonna go to a meeting with Angela Adams, I don't mind going too.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, July 12th, the Laura B. Cedar camp starts, and then the next week, the 19th, it goes to. So any morning of that camp would be fine, any of those days. It's Monday through Friday, 9 to noon. So I
Okay.
don't know if we could pull it off that quickly.
what was the day that it opened?
12.
It opens July 12th, 9 a.m. And then the second session, which is new kids, opens July 19th, 9
Gotcha.
a.m.
Gotcha, okay.
But I don't know how we wanna. The first day might be a little too hectic to kick off a tennis camp and have this big thing, but maybe not.
Well, the camp though is at Norwich Tech, and I'm not sure we would want to do that at Norwich Tech, right?
I know,
So I'm not sure that it has to be during the camp. I would think it would want to be
correct.
prior to the camp to publicize it more. Yes,
True.
no,
If possible, but before that, you're running into like July 4th, that week before.
Well, that camp's gonna be full. It's pretty much full, so I don't know if I really want to publicize it because we don't have space. But the idea of that there's a lot of tennis happening and
Yeah, exactly.
there's a need, and look at the growth. We've hit our maximums and we have no home court.
Yeah.
And help us fundraise to bring these kids back to their home court kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with it. Again, I don't think it has to
Now-
be during the camp, but it should be
No,
before.
but the photo op of all those kids.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Well, they could walk over. It's not that far. No, really. I mean, you do the little thing in the overgrown tennis courts and by the sign, and then, I don't know. Whoever's taking pictures can go over there.
Yeah, and we can have a small group go over to the overgrown courts or something. Maybe someone's played on it before that's in the camp. We get a lot of returners. So maybe they speak about what it was like to play on Armstrong and
All right. So Aaron, should I call Angela?
If you want to, if not, I can call her tomorrow. The only thing I'll say with her is there is set days that they do everything on. So it's gonna be around their schedule. Like when they do stuff, they have ribbon cuttings on this day and they're backed for months. So that might be the hard part.
That's fine. If we have to work around them, we'll work around them.
Yeah, but I mean, she's fully supporting it. Actually, the Norwich Rec Department is a member of the Chamber of Commerce. So I know Cheryl, she wants to see you at events.
I have too many of my own. I don't go, Aaron, because I have too many of my own.
Norwich Inn and Spa this Thursday.
Oh, really? Wow, that one sounds like my speed.
Yeah. If you could call her and just let her know that either give her my number or
Yeah, can I give out contact information? Is that
Yeah, if
okay?
that'd be great. That's fine.
And Fred, you can tell this Norwich Times reporter about it when you talk to him this week too.
Well, I can't tell him something about something that we haven't cemented yet, but I can
True.
allude to it.
Perfect.
All right. Any other action items we need to come up with? Okay. Well, I'm going to call and ask to see if we could adjourn this meeting. Would somebody like to make a motion to do so?
I do.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Oh, wait a minute. We didn't talk about the next meeting. I oppose adjourning.
Okay. We had talked, Paul and Roy, about maybe not meeting in July. Only because of vacations and whatnot.
When can we
That's
meet,
fine with
eat
me.
in person?
That was also brought up and everybody wanted to Zoom meet
Okay.
if we were going to meet in the summer. I don't know. I have no idea. Do you know anything about that, Cheryl?
What?
About meeting in person as far as the city manager and
The
Clerk.
city is giving committees and groups the option to continue with Zoom. It'll be an option. You can do that. If you can social distance and have a large enough room, you can meet in person now. So I was thinking we do Zoom in August and then maybe September start up in person. I just know how tough the summer is to get groups together. That I figured September we can start in person.
Okay, that sounds fair.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. So Cheryl, you will just get a Zoom set up for me for, August.
August, okay, I'll get you August. Is it the second Monday, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I'll send you that Zoom link and then we'll try to go in person after that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good. I make a motion to adjourn.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
All opposed? The ayes have it. We are adjourned.
All right.
All right,
Okay, take care, guys. Have a good.
All right.
Have a
summer.
good
thanks,
summer.
everyone.
Yeah.
Summer. Happy 4th of July.
all right.
See you in
Back at you.
August.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.